Alright everybody, hey, welcome to a new edition of JTJU Clash Zapper. We're going to take a look at a base that's set up to trap those that are just a little bit greedy. Originally Clash with Cam featured it or talked about it a little bit, so we decided to run it with one of our Town Hall 10s and see how many traps we can get. I'll show you 9, but this is the base. See how tempting it is. 3,000 DE just sitting there right on the edge of a hole in the middle of the base, and you know, equal amounts of gold and elixir, but enough to tempt those that are silly enough to try. So let's take a look at our first attack. I'm going to call it the CC theory, because they thought if they could get the CC out, maybe they could deal with it. So here we go. They trigger the CC, and you can see there they don't got a lot going on. I mean, level 16 queen, no king, a free spell, might work. You know, get the rest. Make sure you get them all, you know, because there's nothing else in the middle. But yeah, okay. But they do an alright job. Well, no, they don't. No. Are we going to lose just the CC? The trap was the CC with this one? Maybe that's what I should have called this attack. Well, they're like, ah, screw it. I'm just going to go in. I should have called this one the trap was the CC. Anyway, attack 2. Let's call this attack the Uncommitted. You see here they've got basically a Lalunian set up. And they're throwing their first hound all by himself, so I bet that hound was not excited. He's like, what the hell? Pardon my language. But now he's got to get the CC down, so he's like, alright, we'll get this. Here's a minion. Do a little grouping. I'm assuming I'm going to get him with a balloon. Oh, I should have missed. Try again. Nope. 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 Okay, screw it. Minions. So then, alright, now I'm going to... Oh, what do we do now? Rage loons. What about that other hound? Come on, put him in. Chicken. Attack 3. Alright, we're going to call this one Girl Power. You see here we got 45 archers. Maybe I should have called it the Salem Witch Trials, because he's basically just getting them all lit up. There's 20, there's a whole coven just went down. And then the last 6 standing, and they're all dead. 40 some archers died valiantly. So now he's like, dang it, I'll lightning it. Now dragons! Go dragons! No, not enough. Dude, oh, don't kill the minions. The minions are dead. Now he's pondering king. He's thinking king? 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 No. Attack 4. I'm going to call this one reaction time. You'll see here in a bit. But it looks like some of the others, you know. Loonian minion. Loonian. They die. Doesn't matter. But the funny part was the queen. Watch the queen. Drops. Dead. Never even activates the cloak. Attack 5. I'm going to call this one Champ. It was a champion attacking, had dragons and some balloons and CC. He's going to slam him in there. Rage! Bang! Big Daddy. Not good enough, buddy. They all die. And he's determined though. That level 5 king, what makes you wonder, how did he get the champ? Attack 6. Alright, I'm going to call this one Little Daddy Fire Team, because we've got a Big Daddy Fire Team, which is 5 golems. He's got 4. He's going to drop him right in there. And I guess his theory is going to let him clean those out, let that clean out. Those guys just wander around, clean it up with a little freeze action going on. He's dropping everything. Rages. It's not working out. He's like, screw it. Wizards in. Archers in. They're dying. Crap. Royals. Witches. Oh. He burned everything. I'm going to call this one Wiped. Attack 7. Because we've got to go wipe 3 golems. We're going to freeze the stuff first, then drop the golems in. Then we're going to drop our wizards in, and 35, holding 3 archers, refused to deploy. They were not as dumb as the owner. And then the royals are out. Dead. Okay, things are not going well now. And we leave the field of battle with 3 archers, 10 wall breakers, and a jump spell. Attack 8. So the last attack, I'm going to call you Mad Bro, comes in with a Loonian attack, but he first freezes everything, which is interesting. Drops his queens and she dies immediately. I think there was some kind of self-detonating bomb there. And then he threads in the rest of his stuff we've seen before. Everybody dies. 1 balloon, 5 archers remain. Don't keep pouring those minions in. Oh my god. And the blue's like, no, yes, you'll die too, my friend, because he is ticked. He's going to rage that 1 unit, and then he's like, screw this, light it now. On the town hall. Nicely done, my friend. You win. Alright guys, that wraps up this edition of, I don't know, Clash Zapper, whatever it was. If you got more time on your hands, feel free to check out our Town Hall 10 Tactics video we just posted. KHC2 Lavalunian and gave us a whole bunch of 3 stars last war. Or if you got time, check out instead VT Misery, who shows you why old people should not play first-person shooters. He's way fast. Talk to you guys later. Good luck in your wars.